If you find yourself creating uninspiring 8-bar loops or feeling dread because you feel like you don't have enough time to get better at producing, you can try this method. If you open up Ableton for the first time, it might look something like this. So first thing we're going to do is click this button to switch us to Ableton's real view. Next, we're going to drag in a song that we're vibing with. For this video though, I'm just going to use one of my own songs so that I don't get demonetized. Delete these 3 tracks and drag in the song you like to this audio track. Double click it and make sure warp is off. Just a preview of the song. And then I'm going to push Control Alt and I to open up this input output menu. The non-shortcut version, this is Ableton 12, by the way. Under View, under Arrangement Track Controls, in and out. In old Ableton, they literally had a button here that you could push to open it, but they got rid of it. And then going down to the output drop-down menu and selecting external out. I'm doing that because just in case you might have any effects on your master, it's just a raw feed of your song. Now that we've dragged the song, we're going to find its BPM. You could just look it up, of course, but this is a practice session and you want to try and get good at doing this by ear. You're going to find a section of the song where you can really easily see the kicks and the waveforms. You're going to find the first beat of that. So you're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So after 8 beats, this is our 1 right here. Our goal is to get this beat over to where it's supposed to start in time, which would be over here, because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beats. And if your first beat is matched up, you should be able to drag the tempo slider up until you match this beat with the nearest bar. I'm holding shift so it's more precise. However, generally BPMs are not decimals, so try to type in the closest thing lines up. I'm just going to type in 150 and then nudge it over, and that should be fine. All the beats should be on, and then you check with the metronome. Now that we're in time, what we'll do next is map out the song. So what that means is I will be going through each section of the song and just marking what each section is. Hey, do you have a song that you want to release? Are you also away from your computer and are unable to do that? Well, if you have an iPhone or Android device, bam, it's me again, and boy, do I have something to tell you. How'd you get on here? Because of DistroKid's new iOS app. Harness all the power of DistroKid in the palm of your hand. Upload your songs to all the streaming services, including Apple Music, Tidal, and for a little bit extra, Beatport. You can even track stats right from your phone and stay up to date on all your streaming data. Just like my new song that's also out right now. Go listen. On top of that, you get notified the second you get paid, and you get to keep 100% of all those royalties. That's right, so definitely download it then. I really should. Just scan the QR code and you can sign up for DistroKid, get all these features for only $23 a year. Plus, if you use my VIP link, you can get 7% off that first year, as well as support my channel. Thank you to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. Now back to it. What we'll do next is map out the song. If you're unsure at first, start with the thing that you think is the easiest. So since this is more of a trap dubstep song, this is the drop. First, I'm going to listen, see how long this section is. So I know that this is where the drop starts. Listen, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that sounds like the end of the drop. Now in Ableton, you can actually right click, go add locator, and mark it that way. But I think this might apply to other DAWs a little more easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that whole thing, Control E or Command E to split it, and then I'm just going to color it. You can even rename the section, drop. And then that way you get a visual representation of how long it is. Now, one thing I did notice is that the drop does repeat. I could even break it up a little more. Color this, maybe something similar, but not the same. Drop 1-2, and then call this drop number 1-1. And you want to do this for the whole song. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, so I've noticed this sounds like more of an intro, so I'm going to color this, call this intro, and then here you can hear the drum change, so sounds like a build-up. Okay, so yep, so that's a build up. Another way you can mark it out is Control-Shift-T to create a MIDI track. This might be how you do it in FL, because I know FL is more like track based. So what you could do is you create your MIDI clip, color it, and then call it intro. You know what I mean? And then you do the same thing for each section of the song, giving it a color code. Oh, so that's an interesting switch up here. So this is like a post drop / fake out. That's another drop. So I'm gonna listen to how long that goes for. Since this is my song, I know that it goes like this. But the idea is you're doing this to songs that you're vibing with, songs that you've been listening to, you've been feeling. So you're just trying to see patterns on how the song is built, paying attention to how many bars each one takes up. And the reason we're doing colors is so that you have a visual representation. Try and notice how long each section goes for. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So these are all 32 bar loops. Essentially now you've got a structure on what to do with that 8 bar loop. So maybe the 8 bar loop that you made, remove the drums, that would fit into an intro. If you just took the first 4 beats of that and put a build up drums underneath it, then it becomes a build-up. Maybe it's the drop that you just made as your 8 bar loop, and then you work backwards from it. Don't just stop at one song. I recommend trying another song from the same artist, then another song from the same genre, then maybe the same artist does a different genre. The goal is to get points of comparison and learn what works in stuff that you already like. This way you can start mixing and matching from your different comparisons, then make something all on your own. But what's the point of doing an exercise like this? The reason we do this is because the more in tune you are to the patterns, arrangement, and rhythm of popular songs or songs that you like, you're more likely to instinctively move on from an 8 bar loop and try to flesh out a whole song. However, if you have a little more than 30 minutes, you can take this type of practice a little further by actually unpacking what's inside one of these sections. And if you want to see me break that down in detail, you can watch this video here.